just can't play the game.
Yeah, this is actually like a pretty massive draft gap, honestly, for the DN Freecs. I think he's just going to walk on over himself. That's going to push the Poppy away, and the Raptors are going to be started here, as Kyoshik does make his way in, doesn't find the stun with the heroic charges. The seismic shove onto 2! And oh god, we were saying they need to get a good start, and this is what it looks like, as Lucid gets the big old shield. It's not quite enough. Another auto will do it though, and that is a 2-for-1 in favor of DK. In the mid lane and the jungle, Vitalia is such a devastating combo, especially when it gets off to a good start, and that's exactly what has happened. 1-0-1 here for the Talia. Pummeled under the turret over and over again.
Yeah,
Beryl?
Not really any recourse at the moment.
Beryl is holding the minions, so that Dudu not going to be able to deal with this. Chains of Corruption comes in, it's oh no, they just take a pot shot, and there it is. The duo kill has never looked so easy underneath this turret. Life and Berserker trying to return the favor, but it's Varus,
right? The Berserker and Life don't want to, so they leave Dudu with that favor. He doesn't want to lane against them either. It's just unfun to play against, so...
Well, at least Dudu can hold up his pants really effectively.
That you dive me.
Well, Bulldog is going to turn up as well, so he is going to acquiesce, but they still lose the first turret. So...
But I mean, she got a lot of CS, a lot of farm, a lot of XP, did buy some time. Just a very funny interaction. It was odd. Very goofy passage of play, but yeah. In the end, do get a trade of turrets, but Dplus also very early second dragon going to be picked up here.
Yeah, so they're going to grab second dragon, and the thing that I was quizzical about, right, was the fact that I think that turret was definitely going to go down anyway. Bulldog headed up there as Beryl is just consistently like keeping Cho'Gath on a leash.
Haven't typically been a turnaroundy team. They've been a win early on and then...
All right. Oh man, that was so sick, but still, it is aiming falling down. And a stolen kill there by Beryl at the same time. By stolen, I mean, maybe he deserved it. Is Bulldog going to get roared at here? Just making sure they keep him supervisated, as you would say. Here on this top side, as the Bolt Breaker comes on in, and it's a little bit of a Cho'Gath breaker, as Seismic Shove goes a little bit wide. It is Bully the top lane today, as the Zombie Scion should be able to at least deal with these minions, but the turret is likely to still go down. This Drake is going to go down, though. That's going to give DNF a bit more money into those coffers, and we'll be able to help even out things when it comes to the gold. But there are feats of strength over to
It feels kind of personal.
Yeah, it's real tough. Some extra plate gold actually going over to DNF to the tune of about 250, so not too bad. Pulling some money out of the structures. Still, DK going to be able to trade back as far as turrets are concerned. Ability to go fast. Shirelia's is done. He's also got the Mantra to Inspire as well. Chains of Corruption is going to fly on forward. Does get a snare. Seismic Shove comes down as well, and there goes the Cho'Gath. He's supposed to be tanky, but it doesn't quite work out that way as Life is going to get taken out, and Kyoshik says, that's enough! And DK say, all right.
I feel like DNF posturing ready for, well, I guess not ready in truth for the fight, and Dplus pull the trigger and just obliterate the front line of this team.
Night or exhaust or something like that you have to do sometimes. Berserker just able to press these buttons, get a little bit of value as Bulldog going forward. Chains of Corruption comes down yet again as aiming avoids the Magnet Storm gorgeously here. Beryl is going to stun up Dudu there on the side as well, or at least snare him. As Shiu just holding on to that front line. Roar of the Slayer comes in, Lucid gets the knockback on the Vault Breaker, and down goes Bulldog. Couldn't even use his ult, didn't find the time. There's a knock up onto Dudu as well, but DK looks like they can kind of do no wrong here in this game.
And DNF just not able to connect onto the right target. You saw that attempt to come in.
All right, unstoppable onslaught. Flash out there from Kyoshik. Not able to play the baseball as, oh no. Seismic Shove collects Dudu and he's dead once again. The Keeper's verdict is in and no one cared. They didn't even check their letterbox. The verdict just goes unlistened to.
I think DNF probably starting to regret the fact they let this Varus go over to the other side. You know, the poke's coming out and they just feel like they can't get in range, can't deal with it. The movement speed as well, a factor here. You know what? Just send it.
Sometimes that is the way. Oh, R is available here from Shiu. Can just drive his way into this fight, but instead he's going to teleport.
I've seen Lucid steal these.
Yeah, Showmaker comes over. Is it even really a steal? As both junglers are just standing in front of this Otacon, the wall is going to get put up, and Kyoshik is potentially on the wrong side of it. The keeper's verdict comes down. He needs to knock away the jungler, but the unstoppable onslaught comes in. They do manage to take the Otacon, but at what cost, ladies and gentlemen? And maybe it's just the lives of all of them. Dudu gonna go down. Bulldog finds the shuffle, but the Sun Disc just gets torn up, and there is the ace, and it's clean from DK. About, you know, the Varus 5-1 and 5, looking for his 6th kill to hit 2.5k. If he gets this Infernal Soul, that's going to feel even more dangerous.
You have to send a Flash Gobble. It's the only way.
Yep, that's what it has to be. Look at Shu's health bar. It is really too much. It's a bit ostentatious, to be honest. It's just really large. They do manage to shove him against the wall. Life is, I don't know where he's going.
Maybe they can get it.
Defecting. And that is going to be the dragon stolen away. But the Rel is also dead. They do manage to get the wall slam there as Pyosik taking so much damage, but so is Shu, just flashes away. In the end, the cease and desist comes through as the shuffle is going to be used to get rid of Lucid. Berserker though, and that's aiming 2.5k kills, and he's going to look to augment that with perhaps even more as Lucid dives forward towards Pyosik. There's a piercing arrow. 2.5k and 1. As Dudu's teleporting out, he wants nothing more of this game.
Oh,
there's the shove to get him out of the teleport. You ain't going anywhere, buddy, and we're going to get the zoom.
The problem is the Baron is up. I just don't think you can contest the Baron.
Well, Dudu is also a Void Monster, so they're going to look to take him down first. That is the first option. That's one of the smites down. Yeah. They technically can have 4 if Dudu was alive. Which he isn't. He's not. He's also 0-6, so it's not exactly all that dangerous.
I think Dplus just move over to it and take it. I don't think you can even walk through this part of the jungle.
The one Dudu does have one that he's bringing from base, but the unstoppable onslaught. Bulldog, that's some quick little footsteps there, but not able to get out of the way of everything, and the seismic shove hits on both solo lanes. Down goes the Azir, down goes the Cho'Gath, and that's a free Baron going over to DK. This is a slaughter.
Not even close. Honestly, at this point, so much damage coming out from the carries from Dplus, just shredding. 0-7-0 right now on this Cho'Gath. He is not a tank, not in any way, shape, or form.
That's face check. There we go. Well, Shattering Strike is going to come on through there. Showmaker doing a lot of damage. He's got a death cap. Okay, that's probably why. As we don't get another Decimating Smash, Baron is going to go down. And DK can do basically anything and accidentally win.
Aiming even went Umbral Glaive to clear out the vision. That's how much they were choking vision out.
Well, I mean, there is 40 seconds on the soul, but DK are like, well, we could do that, or we could do the Nexus killing thing.
You know what? Your base will respawn in the next game, so I guess they're just not
that is true. Because, yeah, not only do base, like Nexus turrets respawn, but Nexuses do respawn in the next game.
Yeah. This isn't the best of one, so maybe they just, this is called the Nexus sack.
Yeah. Yeah, sack Nexus, but maybe keep Nexus next game. As Showmaker able to avoid the Keeper's Verdict. And Pyosik can at least recharge that health bar momentarily. Beryl just having fun in the bouncy castle. As DNF underneath these Nexus turrets. In goes Lucid, the seismic shove onto the entire team! And you blink, and 3 of them are dead. Bulldog gonna go down immediately afterwards as aiming all of the kills in the universe. He might hit 3k today as he picks up a triple here. Nexus turrets go down as well, and DK, yeah, they obliterate DNF here in game number 1.
Not even close.
Oh wait, they're gonna flex it into, oh, so they changed their minds halfway through. I imagine it was initially thought of as being the support rise, though. Does alleviate a bit of pressure here from Showmaker, forces Bulldog to play defensively. As in he comes once again, the flash for what? Huh?
It's that easy. You know, the point and click CC, Showmaker managing to get the flux on him for that route, and then Lucid follows up, an easy pickup on that kill.
Died at the next one as well.
I guess if he doesn't get the route up in time before you flash, then you should be fine.
Lucid is coming on over to see what Pyosik's up to, and it's a level 5 Trundle that's taken 50% of his health bar from this dragon. Lucid looking to come on in here. Might just be able to steal this one away, and he doesn't. It's actually just locked down there by Pyosik. 17 health on that dragon.
In a pinch can help, but in the middle of, like, you know, if Lucian's up in your face, often it can be...
Yeah, it doesn't feel powerful in the 2v2.
Yeah, it can be more problems than it actually solves in the moment if Lucian is auto-attacking you with Brawn passive on you.
Well, seeing the Arcane Storm come down, Rune Prison, and so it's a difficult dive if they had have tried to go for it.
Double flash is being the
Yeah, here's another flash forward as Bulldog going down solo. Deathmark is on, and he is dead.
This time,
there's another one for Lucid.
Did get the flash off. Wasn't enough to save him. The ult from Zed comes in.
That have been secured there on that top side of the map, and they might be looking to make it more as Lucid is going to come on over. Is ultless, as we know, as Realm Warp is going to come in as well, and Life doesn't really know where to put the door, and he puts it the wrong direction. The heroic entrance to block the escape, and Pioshik absolutely nowhere to run. Does get a great pillar down to buy him some space, but it's only going to be a little bit of that as Lucid looking to follow through. And Pioshik might be able to go for some sort of execute play here, as Dawning Shadow is going to come down and he's dead. And so the kill just goes to aiming. The ulti and takes a turret shot as we've got Shiu having a pretty good time here towards this top side. What the heck? How did this start? As Life is also going to be dead. Is that just a double kill? It is likely to be. Is that some fancy footwork? As Lucid says, no, I'll take one.
All right, I'm laying down some new rules.
What's that? I don't see a watch. Like there's nothing here on the ground.
They
like,
are
you guys sure this is where you left it? And I think maybe it was just in the car the whole time.
You know what I think it must be? Because watches are pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
You drop a watch, you're going to notice it.
Or it's been stolen already.
Contact lens. That's why they're spending so. You drop a contact lens, it's hard to see. That's why they're spending so much time looking for it.
Definitely just get a new contact lens. It's going to be so dirty. These cues, like you were talking about, these resets, might be the angle. As DNF looking for the Rift Herald. So far, they have pretty good control of this area as Harpoon will connect onto aiming. He's looking for a snare, does get it onto Life. As they might need to look for a fight. Decent Glacial Fissure onto only Beryl, though. So that's a little unfortunate as Lucid's going to turn up. Great equalizer placement. There's the exhaust onto Lucid as the heroic entrance going to be there for Beryl. Double knockup does occur, but Lucid is out of the fight now. They take the Rift Herald. There goes the Zed and the Galio. Shiu is going to turn up. He's looking for the cleanup here, but all of DNF are still alive. Pioshik is flashing away now as the Realm Warp to try and get Showmaker in there. Doesn't quite find a Rune Prison, though, as he finally flashes for it, and they get the kill onto Life. Berserker likely to go down as well, as Shiu will be able to find that one. And the follow-up kills are at least going to be there, and it's a double, in fact, for this Senna. I didn't see it, but apparently the Essence Reaver did some work.
For a moment there, it looked like DNF had hope. It looked like they'd found favor, but they were just too low. Couldn't escape from the fight. The chase potential, too much.
Got the Rift Herald, though.
Well, that's a consolation prize, but I'm not sure they're going to really feel good about that overall. Really watching that.
It was like the Shiu fan club looking real good.
Oh, yeah.
At this point in time. As the Rift Herald going to help knock down this mid lane out of turret. Certainly good news here as they're not going to be able to get into that one, as Life could be in a little bit of trouble at this point. DK, I think, looking for a bit of a scuffle. Shiu will be able to come on over. Let's see whether DK can lock down this turret as Rune Prison comes in once again. There's the double taunt from Beryl. Justice Punch to knock up the Victor. And Life is at least able to stand beside Berserker, but he's unable to save his Victor. And now Lucid setting up a shadow here, but doesn't really find too much. He's just zoning Dudu as best he can as down goes Pioshik.
Very strong, but about to get a fair amount stronger when that Rod of Ages comes in and approaching level 16. Very close to 14 now. Probably will just get the level up straight. It's actually a pretty good angle. They are going to see it, but I think it's too late.
It is. So they should be able to take this out of turret, but there is still a Rumble that's able to throw down an ulti if he would like to. So this Otacon is definitely going over to DNF. And DK...
Okay, but how are you getting out?
Of Ages.
Yeah, he is so strong.
Yeah, Showmaker is going to be an absolute menace. Already has another needlessly large rod as Lucid starting off a fight 1v3. This could be dangerous here. How much can he mitigate with that death mark? Does manage to flash his way out. The equalizer's down, but it's mainly on his teammates as aiming is going to get turned on here. Dudu finding an angle, and down goes Beryl as well. DNF, they're incredibly low, but they're keeping themselves alive as Shiu. Not sure about that one. The Arcane Storm goes down as Dudu just walks it off. No worries. Dudu is also doing a decent amount back, but you can see DNF starting off this dragon. Lucid being frustrating as DK wanting to make their way in. Heroic entrance going to be available there for Beryl, so he can be there in a moment's notice. And now the ulti comes through. Dudu gets in there. Showmaker with the Rabadons as he's now teleporting into the fight. Goshek down very, very low as Lucid is going to be able to secure that soul point, and the Aurora takes down the Rumble after the death mark works out beautifully. Arcane Storm not really doing enough here as Lucid still slinking around the back line. But DNF, they do repair the Phalanx.
Right.
and you've just got to stick with it. As Aiming going to be camouflaging some people here as he wants to get in range to optimize his build, and that's why he's dead. Beryl going to look to make his way out. He will be able to do so, as now Shiu's going to get exhausted as he enters the battle. Can they still find an angle here, as these shurikens are really hurting from Lucid? Life almost dead here as Lucid dashing in once again.
Coming back.
Yeah, he was like, I'm playing Reinhardt. That's perfect. As Beryl, he's going to do the same thing here. Does find a nice double taunt though, as now Showmaker on a flank angle. Might be able to spread this damage, but it is just a dead Gargoyle. Now that he's dead though, they're still looking to engage. Equalizer goes down onto Aiming, but look at this, Showmaker, he's getting closed in on, but Lucid is there to try and protect. Showmaker finally taken down, and the kill goes over to Pioshik as well. Lucid, not a whole lot he can do about this, doesn't have W up, and that is going to be him taken down. And Aiming, this time, the only one alive!
Evolution, but the Braum value in these fights super high, supplying that passive to member after member.
Once again, we have a situation where the Baron has been started. There is a Rise that is saying, I'm going to go to
Life of Smite.
Nexus turret.
Life of Smite. If they lose a Smite fight, the game is probably over. I'm just going to say it.
Well, Shiu is going to look for Bulldog, and that's the steal! He just goes in and he can go out if he wants to, but he decides he just wants to fight. As there's a death mark, that's going to secure the kill onto the Lucian at the same time. And Showmaker is winning the game, and now he's got Baron-empowered minions. They all stop the backs! The Dawning Shadow is going to stop all of them, and Showmaker here with his Rabadons is tearing apart these turrets! That's Nexus turret number 1, and at least here this year, the Nexus turrets respawn, but Showmaker has just decimated the base. He just got a bar here.
Yes.
And so we can sort of like, you know, try to work out what the vibes are throughout the game. Man, that would make things so fun. I think it's such a really good idea. A less good idea is here, what Life is doing, which was dying.
Yep.
It is going to be Aiming, picking up the kill there, Redemption, to fill up these health bars once again. And yeah, unfortunately, you do need to get Vision down.
Oh, the Realm Warp, the redirect towards mid to catch the wolves, obviously.
To catch the wolves?
Yeah. I guess there's a tower there too, which maybe they want to kill, but...
Showmaker was like, they've got 2 heads, man. You can't trust them. It's all right, Aiming. Try and look for Bulldog here, as... Doesn't really, he's just going to look for the turret instead. Going to be able to take that one down. Infinity Edge is completed here for the Senna. And I think it's probably the build that really allowed DK to pull this game back into their favor.
Swung in favor of Dplus. A lot of damage was done to the base. Showmaker is killing Bulldog.
Bulldog is very, very dead. Big time dead. Flashes away from his team and everything. Meanwhile, there's another fight happening here in this mid lane as Lucid on a flank angle. Dudu comes in, Dawning Shadow to keep the entire team alive. Deathmark is going to come through as now Lucid is in amongst all of it. And the snare from the center hits 4! And that is just going to be the ace. That just kind of looked like DNF just wanted to get out of here.
The cleanup comes in and it's absolute decimation from Dplus. Gonna be a clean 2-0. There were some moments for DNF, but the clutch steal from Lucid and Showmaker just kind of stomping on this game.
Yeah, 6-1 and 6 on this Rise. As DK, they clear out these Nexus turrets and it's a comfortable 2-0. DNF not breaking the streak here today.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.